Welcome to the Meat Around the World Show. Today out of Mexico.
We made it.
Yeah, Baja California. We are south of San Felipe in a place called Puertecitos. And yeah, so what's in the show today?
Well, we'll be filling you in on our horrendous border crossing. Worst experience of our lives, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, a little bit of handcuffs involved. All right, plus, of course, we will grill. I bought some short ribs, and that's what we're gonna eat. So
Yum,
stay
yum.
tuned
Stay
for that.
tuned. So how are those ribs?
I love it. It's got a lot of fat and yeah, pretty cheap. It was. I mean, first supermarket we went, didn't see ribeyes or New York strip steaks, but I did see a lot of, you know, like ribs and pork chops and mincemeat, like ground meat, beef. Yeah, so. Yeah, we're adjusting. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they say the thing to buy here is pork. Mexicans tend to eat pork more than beef.
We had pork chops yesterday and they were really good. So.
They were fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, meal's good. You love it too, right?
She's already stolen one of my ribs, so.
As long as it's got a bone, Zoe loves it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, feels so good.
To be free again.
Oh yeah.
So let's update our viewers on our border crossing. So the last time you saw us, we were actually going into that Mexicali, Calexico border.
Yeah, that's where we left you with a cliffhanger, right?
And yeah, that day we actually tried to get into Mexico.
We tried to leave the country, the U.S., and get into Mexico, so we drove over the border. Got everything sorted with the Mexicans, and everything seemed to run real smooth. And yeah, until the guy from the temporary import of the vehicle booth said to me, "Well, your vehicle is too heavy, so I can't process this here. But you got to go to the other border out of town. There's another border out of Calexico, so it's Calexico East and West." So I said, "All right, let's do that." Right, not knowing what's going to happen. They turned us around, so we had to queue back up to the U.S. side and border. And once the Mexicans kind of send you back, or tell you to go back, whatever it is, the U.S. border officers, they get suspicious, right? So they pulled us over, put us in secondary inspection, and started searching our vehicle. And the passports, they went away and they told us something's not right with your visas. Well, yeah, and that's when it all began to become pear-shaped, right? And,
as you know, we had this whole ordeal of applying for an extension for our visa. We read that once you've applied and you've got a receipt number, you are legally allowed to stay in the country.
I never felt at ease with it, you know. It's not an official document, nothing. It's just, your case is pending, they said, and it could take up to 18 months. And we asked for 6 more months, and it was all because of COVID. We wanted to extend our stay and, you know, prolong the time in the U.S. before moving south.
And as you know, we went and did everything officially by the books.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Paid
invited
a lot of money
for an appointment in Phoenix to get our biometrics done, our fingerprints, and I specifically asked, when will we hear and how will we hear? And they said through the post, which is how we had been invited to the appointment in the first place. And that was basically it. And that's what we did. We had checked online, but no answer. And we were just, you know, waiting, knowing that it could take a while for them to get back to us. And unfortunately, their system is a shambles. And when we re-entered the U.S., they just thought we were illegal immigrants.
They accused us of being illegal immigrants.
They said the application was
overstaying.
denied.
Yeah, they said it was denied, so they lied to us. So before we know it, I was in handcuffs, and we were put away in a detention center for 52 hours.
Yeah, they didn't tell us we were going to a detention
no,
center.
Nothing.
So
they seized the truck and everything.
We were not able to grab any belongings.
Nope.
Not a toothbrush, not clean underwear, nothing.
And by the way, if you think you get a phone call when you lock you up, no, you don't. I asked. They don't let you make a phone call. Nobody knows you're in detention. So there you go. It was the worst time of our lives. So no kidding, hands down.
They separated us. So straight away, Zoe and I went into a room with other mums and kids, which actually was good for her because then she had someone to play with, as you were not allowed to take toys or anything. And then Richie was in his apartment with the men. We could sort of still hear what was going on, so we were kind of still under one roof, but we were separated. So
once I kind of waved to Abigail and kind of, I don't know, said hello. The officer said, "Hey, you do that one more time and I'll lock you up in the cell." Okay?
Yeah, and
no, it wasn't
they
fun.
did not. They were okay with me. They didn't really talk to me so much until my official statement, but I'd be asleep at night we were sleeping on the floor, by the way, and I would overhear them interrogating Richie, calling him a liar, saying you're an illegal immigrant, you want to stay in here.
Yep.
And then when they thought he was asleep, they would say at the top of their voices, "We're going to ship them back to Europe. They're not going to get their camper." Ha ha ha! Really laughing, really taking joy out of it.
They had fun. Oh yeah.
It was not nice.
They were not nice people at all.
They didn't believe us until, thank goodness, we got two officers that started to believe us.
Because I made them look at our blog, by the way, and then two guys did, and they kind of figured, oh, this could be legitimate. So, and then
and then I had my official statement, and I told them about our interview in Phoenix, and they started to delve a little bit deeper, and actually, the last morning that we were there, they said, "Oh, their status is pending."
It still is pending, like we said it was. So
after all of that,
so they had to release us, but it took them still 7 hours before they released us. And we had to pay $920 to get the truck back from the towing company. And they told us we're on parole now and we have to leave the country.
So we want to talk to.
We have to leave the country within 7 days. And coming back to the United States will be not so easy from now on out. So, yeah.
I don't think we're in a hurry to.
No, we're not. I don't want to go through this trouble again. And, so it is a sad story because we never did anything wrong. We always followed the rules and we always paid our way. And we spend all this money in the States and it's just unfortunate. Don't get us wrong. We love America. We love the Americans. We never had a bad experience. We have so many friends and so many good memories. This is just purely the Border Patrol people that treat you like shit. I'm sorry the language, but it is true. There's no other word, right? I mean, I'm being kind, really. Really, I mean, honestly.
Yeah, we're out now. We're free.
Yeah.
It's just a very
Let's look at the bright side of life.
Sad ending to
Short ribs, beach.
Sad ending to our American adventure.
And Pacifico.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but let's talk about
what have we been up to here? So we eventually made it. We had to, once we were released, we took a hotel for 2 days because our truck, it was the weekend, so we could only get the truck back on Monday. So we had to take a hotel in town in Calexico, buy a few more clothes, and then on Monday morning took a cab to the towing company and got the truck back for $920. That was 4 or 5 days them having our truck.
And
it's a scam. It really is.
$45 taxi.
And a $45, So it's crazy. Anyway, and the day later we tried again. As you can imagine, we were sweating bullets going back to that same border, and but everything went well. Everything went smooth. We crossed. We had to go back to the American side, drop that paper, the parole paper. That was not a very pleasant minute or two. But luckily, we were able to give it to some people in the middle of the, between Mexico and, so they took us from us, and it was fine, and we were able to go and drive and go to Mexicali and pick up a SIM card. And had a very good welcome. Yeah, absolutely. The guy from the phone company told us where to get the best meat in town. So we went to that butcher's, delicatessen, and bought a tomahawk steak.
Richie ended up helping a guy straight away at the gas station.
Yeah. I had to jumpstart a Goldwing biker.
But he was also very lovely.
Yeah, so we gassed up and we drove the 2-hour drive down to San Felipe. And then, we had to relax for about, how many days? 4?
Yeah, we spent 4 nights just on the beach.
We spent 4 nights at the beach.
Drinking cocktails.
In a nice RV park. It was beautiful, live music, and people were friendly, and it was really good. Just what the doctor ordered. And,
it did. So we got a bucket. So she actually played with 2 lovely Mexican boys about her age, and they were just there for 1 night, and then when they left the next day, they gave her this bucket and a spade. So really, really
very
welcoming
nice,
and lovely, and
and today was the first time we moved from San Felipe to maybe what is it now? Maybe 30 miles south.
Yeah. What did we do this morning?
Oh, we went to the Valle de los Gigantes. It's a desert. Well, everything's a desert here, but it has these big, huge cacti. And what are they called? Well, giants, but...
we're just going to write that on because I can't remember
I can't remember the name. It's not saguaros. Like they're bigger. They're bigger than saguaros. Look similar, but it was beautiful.
Yeah, Emma. Zoe named one Emma.
Yeah, and after dinner, we'll go to some hot springs over there, where the water mixes with the hot spring, and it gives you the right temperature, and we'll say goodbye from there.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
See you later. Call Zoe. Let's get some more ribs.
Ta-da. Uh-oh, Daddy. She just wants to climb the rocks. It's all very slimy here. Lots and lots of things that look like mussels, but they're actually crabs.
There's a huge crab just behind me. I gotta keep an eye on it.
Alright.
Alright, if you want to see some more adventures of how the Gooblers go around the world, hit the subscribe button and
and the thumbs up.
Absolutely. And if you want to extend your visas in the States, think twice.
Don't do it. It's a lot of money. And they're not equipped for it. They're going to get you into trouble. So.
They don't have the computer capacity to do that, So it's crazy. We're joking, but it's actually not a joke. It's sad.
We would never do it. Never recommend it to anyone.
No. I mean, in this period of that we're living through with the COVID and everything, I heard of lots of travelers that got stuck somewhere. They had to extend their visas without an issue. But
just go home if that's you. Don't do it.
But if that's all the trouble we faced during our travels,
we're stronger, aren't we?
We're stronger, absolutely.
We're survivors. All right. We'll meet you around the world.
We'll meet you around the world. Bye. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.
Good girl, Zoe.